Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Happy Wednesday. My goodness, midweek already. What is going on with the time? So, as I teased yesterday, my pumpkin coasters went a little wrong. And you can see why here. Let me show you. Too small. Too small. Even though I sized them up from a pattern that I found online, they are still a little too small, but I thought they were perfect for a few um, reasons. So these ones I have already created. What I did was first I cut out the orange piece, and then afterwards I took out all the details, leaving me with just the base piece. Okay? And I'll show you exactly what I mean because I kept one here to do with you, except that I've already painted the green for which I used leaf green, whoops, acrylic, okay? I put a piece of painter's tape there just to kind of help with my line, but this is what you get after you remove the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. You're just going to get this solid piece, which I am then going to do this with. But what I did was I, of course, used Craft Smart acrylic paint for the black, and then I got sneaky because I took glow in the dark paste and I painted it over the black. Okay? So now when you look at, say, this one, after it's been in the sun for a little bit, when you look at it in the dark, the mouth, the nose, and the eyes are going to glow, creating a kind of eerie effect because you won't see this, you'll only see the face. So what I did was simply painted on the glow in the dark. Then I painted my stem green, and then I used dark orange and I painted my face. So let's get this one done. Whoosh. Now, I did the other ones already because I was trying to save time for the video, to be honest. I find that the shorter, under 15 to 20-minute videos are the ones that people watch. If the video is like too long, we don't have time anymore. It's not, you know, we don't have time unless it's the weekend and you're stealing some of your time back. We don't have time to sit and watch, or a lot of us don't have time to sit and watch a 1 hour video. So I tend to do the create part, leaving one to do with you, just so that you can see what I'm talking about. Now, when this is dry, I will be gluing it on there like that. And so what I used was a paintbrush, and I'll just put the lid on this so I don't spill it, and some glue. I used wood glue from Gorilla Glue. So once this guy is dry, which only takes a couple of minutes, I will go ahead and, whoops, get them glued together. Now here is my original thought. Originally, coasters. When they became too small, or I realized they were too small for coasters, I didn't want to waste them. You go through the work of cutting them out on the laser cutter. You don't want to waste your wood and you don't want to waste your project. So I was thinking, what can I do with them? Well, I thought of a few alternatives. Okay, and the first one is to take and create a pumpkin banner or a jack-o'-lantern banner just by taking and gluing, whoops, twine on the back and spacing them out. You could make, or ribbon, you could use Halloween ribbon, a cute, cute banner with them. My other thought was you could create a Halloween sign. Whoops, I'll grab a couple of these just to show you. This is a 12-inch, and you could go like this, and then like this, all the way around, right? Or like this. You could do them either way, or you could do one this way and one this way, whatever you want. And then put welcome in the middle and maybe a spider web background, right? And then when this is hanging on your door and people come up at night, the faces are going to glow with the glow in the dark. And maybe you could paint your spider's web, or at least your spider, with the glow in the dark, so that glow too. Or if you have kids that are the right age to go trick-or-treating, you could once again create a banner, maybe 3 or 4 wide, and stitch them onto a bag, a Halloween bag, like a fringe. Stitch in between the pumpkins and at the edges, right? So that you have your pumpkins hanging there. And as the kids are walking around, the glow in the dark faces will be what they see on their Halloween bag. So there's some ideas. You can, of course, always resize them bigger and use them as coasters. You could use them as coasters right now if you wanted to. For me, they're a bit small. So here is all I did now. I just took my paintbrush, painted on, whoops, some of the glue, and I tried not to like have it go over the edge too much. I didn't want to have big gobs of it on the black, right? Because I'm not sure. I've never, somebody with more experience would know, but I don't use wood glue very often, and so I'm not sure if it would cover over top of my glow in the dark, making it it hard to see. So there we go, and then I just sat and held it for a second, and that was it. So step 1, choose your design. Step 2, cut it out. It could be wood like these, it could be paper, it could be vinyl, it could be acrylic, it could be a poster board. Get them all set up like this, and then decide what you want to do. Do you want to do coasters? Do you want to do whatever? Once your design is picked and you've decided what to do, get the machine going, get it all cut out, whatever machine you're using, and go ahead and assemble your project. Another idea, you could, of course, use the glow in the dark on the orange part, right? So the pumpkin faces would glow in, or the pumpkin themselves would glow in the dark, and the details would be black. That would be creepy too. As for me, I am trying to decide whether I want to make a banner to hang up or a door sign. So once that decision is made, I will go ahead, create it, and put pictures into the comments. Now, the other thing you could do if you wanted them to be on the outside of here is you can take a popsicle stick and you can glue it to the back of here, to the back of your pumpkin, and that way your pumpkins would be all around the outside and you'd have the whole interior to create your sign. So, some different alternatives there to using these creepy jack-o'-lanterns. I cannot wait to see, after they've been outside, to see them glow in the dark. Hopefully there's enough sunlight today. It's not the sunniest day, but hopefully there's enough to activate them. And I'm sure there will be between now and Halloween. So, I think that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to change my mind. I am going to say that you guys will see what I decide on Halloween. When I start doing my Halloween displays, you'll notice these guys right there, front and center, whatever I decide to do with them. But let me tell you, they were fun, and kids could create them so easily. Now, I do want to show you one more trick. There is this tool. It came with my Cricut. And I always use it once I'm done to just scrape excess glue out of the tight corners so that it's not seen in the final project. Like, I take my time and I clean it up a bit so that you won't notice, like, where did it go? Right in this one here. The corner of his mouth, there's that little bit of excess glue. We can get rid of that. If you don't have one of these, you probably have laying around. Where did you go? Nope, wrong one. Hang on a sec. A Sharpie. And you could take this guy with his little bit of, and just color over top of the white with the Sharpie. That'll work, but I wouldn't do it like out here or here because you would cover up your glow in the dark. So there we go, a few little tips, a few little ideas. If you have a way that you would like to see it done, leave a comment and tell me, hey, I want to see the banner, or hey, I'd love to see you do the welcome sign. Or maybe I'll do both. There are no rules in crafting. There is just fun. All right, guys. I'm going to decide what to do with my scary pumpkins and get started on that. Thank goodness we have a few days before Halloween yet, so I have time to decide. So take mistakes and make them into happy mistakes by creating other projects with them. Take care, and we'll talk again soon. Happy crafting. Bye.